So believe it or not, it is yet again time for another episode of the top Android apps, this time for the month of November. For the past month, I've been digging and scouring the Google Play Store and all over the web really, and I've come up with 10 really awesome apps that I think you'll get a kick out of downloading and trying out on your own devices. But before we get onto the episode, I wanted to quickly mention today's sponsor, Wondershare PDF Element. So PDF Element is an all-in-one PDF editor that gives you a whole range of really powerful features that enable you to edit, review, protect, compare, sign, and convert PDFs really easily. So firstly, the user interface is super clean and really well designed, and it makes viewing and editing PDFs an absolute breeze. You can open up any PDF document and instantly take full advantage of all of the controls and functions, whether this be highlighting text, inserting images, changing the background color, adding a watermark, or even just adding in your own text, and it's really intuitive and navigating around the software just makes sense. Not only that, but you can also annotate documents to your heart's content, sign them with digital signatures, convert your documents to a range of file formats, as well as split and merge documents really easily, which is a super valuable feature in my opinion. And you can also protect your documents by making them password protected. As well as all of this, PDF Element is available on both PC and Mac devices, as well as on iOS and Android phones. And right now you can actually get the premium version for 40% off using the link down in the description below. So to take your PDF editing to the next level, make sure you check out PDF Element today. Gesture navigation systems seem to be the way of the future, and yet there's still so much room for improvement when it comes to the Android way of doing it. And so one alternate method is the Fluid Navigation Gestures application. So what's really cool about this method of gesture navigation are the animations that come with. So as you swipe up from the bottom on either the middle, left, or right portions of the screen, we can see this really cool wavy animation follows the movement of your finger, giving us a little icon to indicate what we're about to trigger. It just makes the whole system feel very fluid, as the name would suggest, and I really enjoy this feature. There are two main gesture controls, a quick swipe and a swipe and hold, and this allows you to set up two separate functions for each trigger point on the screen, giving us quite a bit of versatility. You can also set up side triggers as well, so you could effectively have 10 different functions using just this method of navigation. There are also instructions within the app that let you disable your phone's default navigation bar using some ADB commands, and it's surprisingly easy to pull off. So if you're looking to get into the gesture navigation game, then this app may well be worth checking out. Along with the devices themselves, some of the biggest upgrades we saw announced at the recent Pixel 3 event were found within the camera app. And even though a lot of these features haven't even yet been officially released to the newest devices, they're actually now available to almost any Android device through the use of a modded APK. So downloading the APK will give you a quick glimpse of the updated interface, which sees some subtle yet visually appealing upgrades. You've got your standard camera and video options, as well as the Google Portrait mode option available, but then heading into the More section allows us to experiment with a few of those more exciting new features. You can see we have the photo booth mode, and this supposedly triggers a photo when the camera detects you are smiling, although I couldn't get it to work for me, so that's a bit of a bug. We also have the heavily anticipated night mode, and this is supposed to take a series of shots and stitch them together to emulate a long exposure photo for drastically improved low light photos. And even on the Essential phone, you can see a nice improvement with low light photography, although not as drastic as what we've seen on the Pixel devices. But then finally we have the Google Lens integrated directly in with the camera app, and this does work just as advertised. It's pretty much the exact same app interface as the one available on the new Pixel devices, but with some features broken depending on the device you use it on. But either way, I still find it fun getting an early sneak peek at these sorts of features, so if you want to try it out, link is below. Staying in the theme of Pixel 3 related things for a moment, and this year we got a whole slew of new live wallpapers that were released to coincide with the newest 3 and 3XL devices. And yes, you guessed it, we already have a port that lets us have all of these beautiful new wallpapers on any Android device. The only prerequisite here is to have the Google Wallpapers application installed prior to installing the APK file, but once you have, all you need to do is open the app, head down to the live wallpapers section, and there they are in all of their glory. So this year it seems as though we have a lot more options compared to what we got last year, and with a lot more variety in the style and designs of the live wallpapers as well. You have your traditional aerial live wallpapers, which look excellent, but then you have these planet style backdrops and these bursts of color wallpapers, as well as these city silhouette style backdrops as well. What's even cooler is that this year, the wallpapers have been taken up a notch, and they each now appear in an altered dark state when the display is set to ambient mode, and this is a really nice feature. They're by far the best live wallpapers around in my opinion, so download the APK and start trying them out yourself. As a new home screen launcher, there seems to be one of two ways you can go. You can make it similar to stock Android, but with more customization available, or you can make it completely independent of anything resembling stock Android and offer even more customization. And yet, the new Hyperion Launcher seems to have found a pretty nice spot right in the middle of the two. So the home screen resembles a mix of the Pixel launcher and the stock Android One launcher, and the usability of the home screen itself is very clean and very fluid, just how a home screen should be, although there are some visual tweaks here and there that make it distinct from just your everyday stock launcher. Heading into the settings menu though is where things start to heat up a bit. You can see things look quite a bit different from anything resembling stock, and it's here that you can really start tweaking the settings to make it look and feel exactly how you want it to. So you can change the theme and accent colors, as well as the colors of pretty much any other element of the launcher. You can also tweak the icon pack on a section by section basis, so you can have separate icon packs for the desktop, dock, and drawer all at the same time. And then you can change the animation effects and speeds, layout controls such as grid sizing and widget settings, plus there's a heap more that you can tweak and adjust as well. On top of all of that, you can enable the Google feed to the left of the home screen by installing a separate APK, link below as well, but it really is a feature-packed launcher with a heap of customization potential, so definitely worth checking out. So if you're looking for a quick and easy way to both find new applications and to keep them organized on your phone, then AppRow is an application designed to help with doing all of the above. In short, AppRow helps you to organize, discover, and share groups of apps in what the app calls stacks. There are three main types of stacks that the app revolves around. Firstly, we have smart stacks, and this is an awesome feature that learns which apps you use, when and where you use them, and then organizes them into a folder, otherwise known as a stacks, which will then automatically update. So let's say you use a set of apps such as Twitter, Instagram, and Chrome first thing in the morning, or Netflix, YouTube, and Spotify when you get home from work. The app will then learn these repeated behaviors and place each of these apps into a smart stacks folder for quick and easy access. Secondly, we also have app stacks, and these are custom lists of apps that you manually curate yourself, which then allows you to organize your device as well as share collections of apps with friends, family members, or colleagues quickly and seamlessly. Alternatively, you can also find pre-curated app stacks where you can discover collections of apps developed to meet a whole range of different needs, whether that be to inspire you when you visit certain places of interest or to give you ideas for entertainment or eating out, just as an example. Finally, we have social stacks, and this is where you can see what apps your favorite celebrities use, along with all of their social media channels in a single place. I've actually created my own top app stacks within the app, so if you're interested in checking that out, then click on the link below to download AppRow and to see it for yourself. So given you're watching an app-related video, it's a pretty safe bet that you're at least somewhat interested in tech-related things. And so if you're someone who enjoys catching up on the latest tech and science-related news, then Futurism is an app that may be worth trying out. So firstly, the interface and design of the app is one that I've really enjoyed using. You're presented with a main page of all the latest tech and science news, and tapping on any of the headlines or images will then open up the dedicated articles so you can read and find out more. You can also then tap to open up the side menu, and this allows you to find stories that fall within certain categories, whether that be related to energy, AI, health, transport, plus a heap more, and it really is a nicely designed and unique news app that makes keeping up to date on all of the latest tech and science news an absolute breeze. When I go out shopping, I want the process to be as efficient and easy as possible, and so the appropriately named Super Simple Shopping List is an app that I've been trying out, which lets me get the job done. As the name would suggest, the app itself is super simple. You just tap the plus button down the bottom to add an item to the list, type the item, and select a color. You can then set the colored labels up to represent a variety of different things, so aisle numbers in a particular shopping center or different shopping stores all together, and this is so that you can make the process of shopping super efficient and simple. What's cool is that you can also share your lists with friends or family members to keep the list synced across multiple devices, which is pretty much a must-have feature for any shopping app I use these days, so this app will definitely get some good use going forward. Each and every month I sift deep through the Google Play Store to find an icon pack that is both unique and that I personally like the look of, and so this month I've stumbled onto the Podum icon pack that I think fits the bill pretty much perfectly. So it should come as no real surprise that the Podum icon pack is a circular icon pack, but this one sets the tone by making the primary color palette white, which makes it stand out quite a bit compared to most circular icon packs. Within each of the white circles is a pop of color, sometimes, but not always taken from the application's base color, but the way this app masks unthemed icons means in any given setup, you're going to end up with a super clean, visually appealing look. The app also provides coverage for a massive 4,300 plus icons, which is phenomenal. And what's really cool cool is that the developer of the app was nice enough to give me 20 free promo codes for this icon pack, which I will be releasing over on Twitter in the coming days. So make sure you follow me over there using the link down below. Even without the introduction of the Bixby button in recent years, it's always been nice to take control of all of the physical hardware buttons on any smartphone device, and one of the best apps I've found to do so in recent times is the aptly named Buttonmapper. So as the name would suggest, this app allows you to remap each of your phone's physical buttons to a series of custom actions and does so all without the need of root access. So you can set it up so that long pressing the volume down button toggles the flashlight, double tapping the volume up button launches your favorite app, or even setting it up so that the volume buttons adjust the screen brightness, which is a pretty neat functionality. There are actually way too many functions to list in this video, but yes, you can also use this app to remap the Bixby button as well, so it's worth just downloading the app and trying it out for yourself. So notifications can be helpful for keeping us in the loop with the happenings on our phone, but a lot of the time they can actually just get in the way and distract us from getting things done. And so daywas has been designed to help us keep them at bay. So using daywas, you can actually set up your phone so that it only gives you notifications in batches at certain times throughout the day, rather than whenever they are actually coming into your phone. All you have to do is set up a schedule, and then the app will deliver all of your notifications to you at your designated times. By default, the app sets up 4 batch times for your notifications: 8 AM, midday, 5 PM, and 10 PM, which I think works pretty well, but you can obviously customize these to suit your individual needs. The app will also automatically detect which apps should be excluded from being withheld from you. So let's say your messages, the calendar, phone calls, and your alarm clock. And this means the absolute crucial notifications from these apps won't get lost throughout the day. Aside from that, the app is clean, simple, and easy to use. And if you're looking to improve your daily productivity, then this app is definitely worth trying out. But aside from that, that is it for today's episode. Make sure you check out the links down in the notes below to download all of the apps mentioned throughout the video. And let me know which ones you'll be checking out by leaving a comment down below as well. On top of that, if you have any app suggestions that you think would fit this series, then let me know with a comment down below as well. If you enjoyed the video, then a thumbs up is always very much appreciated, and subscribe even more so. But that is it from me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will catch you later.